I'm so sorry, but I'm here now.
Hi guys, it's another episode of the Views from the Stand, and as you know, we bring the experts to talk about the different games that have gone down in the week and also anything outside football. Normally, you will hear a lot about football, but this weekend there was a soccer punch, and why it's exciting for me, why I'm happy, beyond the fact that I said Anthony Joshua was going to be beaten. I mean, I don't count him as a great boxer. He's not in the circle of the boxers that I reckon with in world boxing circle. But the fact that there was a podcast, I don't know if it was a podcast, but there was a meeting of mine somewhere about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And I think that Anthony Joshua was a bit condescending and disrespectful for Daniel Dubois, who, in my own opinion, this is your opponent. This is your next fight. This is your fight in a couple of weeks' time. And these were his words that I said, don't disrespect me. I will throw, who do you think you are? You know who I am. Don't disrespect. I will throw the chair across your face. Damn, Anthony Joshua, the audacity to say that. You talk the talk and you are unable to walk the walk. So shame on you. And borrowing from Power 105, the breakfast show, I would say that you are the donkey of the weekend. And I say that without any hold back. Anybody who wants to get angry, that's your business. But it's just the truth. If you talk the talk, then you have to walk the walk or walk the talk. Unfortunately, he couldn't. He was beaten from the first bell till Mama saved him by they throwing the towel or his team jumping on the ring. Having said that, I've got the gladiators in the building. Bobby Okigwe is here. I don't know if he's happy or he's not happy, but somehow their last couple of visits to Crystal Palace, they've not been able to win, and the result stays the same. Last season, they were beating home and away, so with a draw, it should be happy. Arsenal fans are not happy. I don't know if I'm angry, but I mean, last minute equalizer at a place where we've also not found joy in the last 10 years. That's also is biting. Then I've got Mario. Vincent Company is really cooking. So, I mean, 5 goals to nothing is not a joke. And everybody's scoring. Harry Kane is scoring more goals than the games that he's played. So, you ask the question, what happened at the Euros? Was it bad coaching? Was it bad, poor setup? Whatever it is. But anything that Vincent Company is saying and doing, like, Mario said last week that the comradeship, the friendship, the relationship in the training, and we saw it from their post, the Bayern on Twitter. It tells you a whole lot that there is unity in that team and you can feel it in the team. But then Victor Boniface was a last minute saver. A few weeks ago, Jose Mourinho talked about Victor Osimhen being a diver, but then he didn't need to dive to create a goal for his team as they beat his team Fenerbahce 3-1 in the derby. All of that and more coming on the show. The Nigerian League experienced more away win in 1 week than we've ever had before. I've got the Gladiators, the usual suspect, and I've got some new faces on the show today. Having said that, let me start with you. Chidi, you've got only 2 to 3 minutes to sell your project. You call it the game changer. What exactly is the game changer? Why are you taking it to Port Harcourt? What does it mean? And what do you need? What kind of support you need? You know why I'm asking you to say that? There is someone who in Port Harcourt, before you do anything in Port Harcourt, you have to carry your wine or alcohol and go and pour libation on his shrine. The aquarium man, China Archery is here. So over to you, Chidi J. Miles.
Once I want to say thank you very much, sir, Elizabeth, for having me in this show today. It's a big privilege that I don't take for granted. I have been looking up to you for a long time,
Don't
and
use your
this is a
2 minutes
great
to do
honor
hailing.
for
No.
me. No, sir. Okay, talking about the Game Changers Conference. Game Changers Conference is actually a conference under the initiative to empower and educate grassroots football players here in Port Harcourt on the right attitude and strategies for them to use towards their career pursuits. Because in Home of Ballers, what we've been doing, we are dedicated in development of football at the grassroots level. And for the past 2 years, we've been helping grassroots football players get good quality video highlights across different parts of Nigeria. We've been to 5 different states already with the capital city, Abuja, which we did 2 months ago. The aim is to create visibility and also to educate the grassroots football sector. So the Game Changers Conference is that conference where we'll be able to achieve this by educating the grassroots football players on the right attitude and guide them through that process that they should go. That is why we have some amazing speakers like the likes of Mr. Bayali Arashi, uh, Agent Wolfgang, and Street Chapel that will be coming on to talk to them concerning this initiative and how they can go about their careers.
All right, thank you very much. Even though your internet is terrible,
Hello,
but
sir, can you hear me?
yes, we heard you clearly.
Hello.
We can hear you. If you're not hearing me, I think it's okay
Hello,
as well. But
are you still there?
we have to mute Mice. He's not hearing us, but we're hearing him, and we can't let him hold the show back. Okay, having said that, let's come back with the crew. Bobby, I've seen Arsenal fans crying and lamenting. I'm not part of that. I think that the red card was a deserved one. It was a proper second yellow card. But my problem is with the inconsistency. 6 minutes before that, Doku did exactly the same thing. He wasn't yellow carded. And we've seen that quite a lot of times with English Premier League referees. And you know, Anthony Taylor, Michael Oliver, and the rest have done that regularly. Now, where do we draw the line to say that a club is being victimized? Is this a case of telling Arteta, go and talk to your players? Because Arsenal are the only ones that are falling victim of this, and the only team that picked up 2 red cards off the part of is it dissent? You know, after a free kick have been awarded and played the ball away. So there must be something wrong that Arsenal is not doing right. But from your own perspective, and as a Man United fan, you should don't be a hurricane, but you should have something to say about this. What do you think?
So I will start from the Doku incident. So from what I heard about the Doku incident, they said Doku was actually he played the ball to the right place where the free kick was meant to be taken. Because if you watch, Michael Oliver was pointing to the other side where he played the ball. So actually, Doku didn't do anything wrong. Coming back to the Arsenal players, I think Arteta needs to speak to his players because I think it is a part of negligence. Players are not learning. Trossard should have, with what happened to Rice, he should learn. Because basically, why the referees don't want that anymore? They say it's basically it's time wasting because it's like a free kick is given, you play the ball away, you're trying to buy some time. So basically, it's down to the players. There's no excuse for Rice and there's no excuse for Trossard. Yes, we know there are some inconsistencies, and inconsistency and the Premier League, they go hand in hand. The referees have not been consistent for years now. It's been it's common notice, but Arsenal should learn. Arsenal should not be making such mistakes, especially after something like that happened to Rice like 2 weeks ago. He shouldn't do the same thing, and that's what caused them the game.
Now let me flip the script a bit. There is the deception in people's mind that the Premier League cannot take away point just in case Man City wins their case in court in the arbitration, or probably they go to court of arbitration for Spurs and they win. The Premier League would also not want Man City to win the league. So when you look at all the way the officiating is going, it seems like the Premier League is conspiring to make them win the league, because sometimes the officiating is a lot more fairer to Man City now, if you look at all the games that they played this season compared to previously. Or am I just getting paranoid in my head? Do you have anything to say about that?
I actually think the referees have been favorable to Man City before now, not even now. If you check, when there are free kicks, when there are fouls called, watch the way the Man City players gather the referee. How many times does a Man City player get a yellow card for that? But some other teams do the same thing and they get carded. So there's still leeway. Let's go back to last season, the Manchester derby in Old Trafford. Højlund's so-called pen foul on Rodri. When throughout last season, did you ever see that kind of foul given?
No,
it wasn't given.
It wasn't.
Exactly. So I think referees actually favor City. Not talking about this season; it's been happening before. So it's not something that is new. And yes, you're saying that it's like they're conspiring to make City win the league. Strangely, you can say that, but I won't say the referees are being harsh on us. I won't say so. I would just say Arsenal didn't learn. Let's say if you say that what happened to Rice was an error, maybe it's just an error, rush of blood to the head. what can you say about Trossard? Trossard should learn. He shouldn't do that at that particular point in time, playing against City. This is not Brighton, which even going against a City with 10 against 11 is a very dicey situation. So I won't say I won't say Arsenal is being victimized.
Habib, let's come to you now. Before the season started, Bobby was full of, give Eric Ten Hag his players and he would win you game. He would play the way he wants to play. He's been giving everybody. If you add what he got last summer, and add them to this summer, he's been giving everybody. And when he's cutting at players, he stylishly cut out Anthony Martial, cut out Scott McTominay, but he left his own Anthony, the DJ, in the team, and then brought in Mashwari, brought in Maserati, brought in everybody. What's his name? What's that midfielder? They say once he comes in, Ugarte, everybody is now available. Is Man United playing the way that Bobby said they will play, that will make them? Because they're in 11th place right now. Chelsea are in 5th. Man United are 11th. Are they doing the lost job, or there is another one that is to come? Habib.
It's been 3 years now, and now we don't have like a style of play, a like identifiable or recognizable style of play. And you think probably they've not given him the right tools, or they've not given him his players. Manchester United have signed at least 7 to 9 players that have played under Eric Ten Hag or come from the Dutch league. So you would think with the right players, he has De Ligt, he has Mazarawi, he has Zexi, another Dutch player. He also brought in Anthony from Ajax. He also has like Martinez. Yeah, he has that Ajax partnership, and you think Manchester United would start to play very well, and they'll start to.
Onana is also a former Dutch league player.
Yeah, exactly. Onana too, but it's like nothing is going well. They are not, although they played quite well in the weekend, but they didn't take their chances. Which begs the question, is Eric Ten Hag really a good coach? By now, you should see an identifiable style of play by now. But it begs the question, is Eric Ten Hag really a good coach? With those kind of players, I still feel like Manchester United should be doing way, way better than what they are doing now. And they've been playing well, which no doubt, no question about that, but they've not been clinical in their chances. Rashford, Garnacho, especially Bruno Fernandes, they do some things that makes you question if these guys really know what they are doing. Sometimes they take games with levity. Like the first half, we should have buried Crystal Palace. But this play, and it begs the question, what do these players do in training? How do they work on their finishing? Like, I feel like sometimes they do not even train for their finishing. It's shocking and appalling sometimes to see like these players miss glorious chances. There's a stat where this season we've played like 5 games this season, and Manchester United have missed the most big chances. They've missed 17 big chances this season, which is appalling for a side like Manchester United. No big team, even Arsenal has not missed like 10 big chances. Even City have not missed 10 big chances. Even
Liverpool have. Liverpool have missed 12.
They are scoring enough goals. They are scoring enough goals to compensate that.
Why Liverpool they bother Bobby? Are you scoring Liverpool is scoring?
But Liverpool has missed 12 big chances.
Are you scoring the way they are scoring?
No. What we're talking about now is big chances missed.
Okay. Have we scored the number of goals Liverpool have scored this season? Off the top of my head, I don't think we've scored 5 goals this season.
We scored 5.
Oh my God. It's actually 5. Anyway. It's actually 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
So I want to jump away from the big club fans now and go to a West Ham fan. I don't understand how a child that is born within the millennia would be a West Ham fan. I just don't get it. Like, did they born you? They born you in Nigeria. You are from Edo State, violence headquarters. And then of all the club to choose, Bayern is there, Juventus is there, Real Madrid is there. In the millennium, I mean, China supporting Liverpool is understandable. Even the Liverpool is a successful club. You just chose that for your entire life, you will bequeath suffering to your children. If you're not too busy, unmute your mic. And I wish that you had turned your camera, rotated your camera to the way we would love to have it. But let's bring you on board like this. He's on your camera and talk to us. What is the problem with West Ham? You guys don't want David Moyes. and then you went to go get Julian Lopetegui. And let me count you. Let me enumerate your suffering, your lineage of suffering. Even though you are in Port Harcourt right now, which is a good place, you are from Edo State. You are a Nigerian. You aggressively and massively supported Sporting Lagos. Hey, yeah. Now you are also a West Ham fan. Please, can everybody here pray for this our son? So it's a boy that needs prayer. I know Mario.
He's a Super Eagles fan too,
and he's a Super Eagles.
I'm also a Super Eagles fan.
So please talk to me. What is the problem with Lopetegui? Because if you tell me in his time, there is a coach at Liverpool, no new signing, nothing, just preseason, and the team is playing excellently well. So what is the problem with West Ham?
Yeah. So good afternoon, Oga Idafe. Good afternoon, everyone. So the problem with West Ham is the fact that our fans don't know what we want. So before David Moyes got sacked, they told us that they want us to change our playing style. That's what our technical director told the fans, that they want us to change our playing style. We said no problem, no wahala. May we change playing style. Now we're not seeing playing style. We're not seeing results. Me, I'm give me playing style, give me results, right? But not one at the expense of the other. If I'm seeing playing style, I can trust the process. Okay, results will start coming. Not when I'm seeing 3 home defeats on the bounce. I'm also now seeing that the fact that the only game we've won this season was, I think, against Crystal Palace away from home 2-1. Now, Roku used to win that game. So the long and short of everything is that what's currently going on at West Ham is the crisis between the technical director and how he sacked Moyes, and his replacement, that is Julian Lopetegui, has brought his own players, and his own players are not performing at an optimal level. These players that are not performing at an optimal level, he has from now till January to turn the shift, but to the ship rather. But I don't think we have that much time, because the results will not improve, because we signed, I think, 8 players, and it takes time for 8 players, 8 summer signings to sort of like optimize into the team. So it's really, really difficult for us as West Ham fans. And I can only pray that if he's getting sacked, Moyes comes back, because a new coach will say he wants his own signings. But if Moyes comes back, I feel Moyes can still do 1 or 2 things with this team, because most players in this squad are players that he won the Conference League with 2 seasons ago. Thank you.
Since every team you're supporting is having problem, did your candidate in the Edo State election, did your candidate win?
Yes, my candidates won.
Okay, at least there's somewhere to look and find victory. Let me go to Mario. Okay, let me go to Mario, our super expert from Germany. Mario, please give us a roundup from Germany. Mute your mic, please. Mario, give us a roundup from Germany. Let's talk about things that bring joy and leave West Ham people and their suffering.
Well, just a comment to West Ham, obviously. I mean, when you get new players, they don't integrate and bring you results right tomorrow. So obviously, especially when you do the change of play or the style of play, and therefore, I mean, West Ham will have a very suffering season, and every West Ham fan should have known that prior to the season with all the signings. Same for Borussia Dortmund. So you buy the 2 best players of VfB Stuttgart on the paper, and then you bring them into the game against VfB Stuttgart, and you get trashed 5-1. So it's not as easy by winning, by taking away the 2 best players and giving VfB Stuttgart enough money for the players that they can get reinforcements, and the reinforcements being better than the actual replacement. So, huge thrashing for Dortmund. They've not been great last week at the Champions League, yet they won 3-0, and sometimes the results actually kind of show not the real picture. But Stuttgart is hungry, Stuttgart is evil, hunting the opponents all over the pitches, and Dortmund didn't have any build-up play and was caught up a lot of time. If Gregor Kobel would have not been in the goal, it probably would have been 8-1 for Stuttgart. So big game, big result, and Bayer Leverkusen is back on Bayer Leverkusen route. So 90 plus stoppage time, 3-all, and of course you put the ball in the box, the ball gets in the goal for Bayer Leverkusen. They win 4-3 in a great match against VfL Wolfsburg, who obviously, again, similar to West Ham, signed a number of players before the season with Ralf Hasenhüttl, a very experienced coach of Southampton for a very long time, RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg before. So he's adopted to the play already, but he's in charge already since second half of last season. So Wolfsburg for me will be a top of the table team by the end of the season, and they showed their spirit, especially against opponents who like to play ball like Bayer Leverkusen does. And Vincent Kompany and his team, stays hungry. So not an easy game to play on, and winning again comfortably away to Bremen. I think we have 4 shots on goal, three goals here in the first 25-30 minutes. So brilliant. And one just comment to the early statement you had with Bobby. Here in Germany, we obviously complain that every referee whistles for Bayern because Bayern is all around the referee and the Bayern players harassing the referee so they get the advantages. We see that in every kind of league, and there consistency. There's impossible to achieve consistency because you see, I'm white, some of you are black, or I'm in the minority now. If we are now asked to kind of put in to draw a chicken on a piece of paper, 5 people drawing a piece of trying to paint a chicken on a piece of paper, it looks 5 times different. And so is the referee. I mean, they have a rule book, and the rule book is that guarding rails. But still, I might see it slightly different than Bobby sees it, or might see it slightly different than China see it. And that's kind of my legitimate interpretation of the rule book. So because I see it different than China or Bobby, we have 3 different decisions on the pitch. There cannot be a consistency. And especially if you then put in VAR into play, where another human is monitoring a human, there will be no consistency on the decisions because human managing humans will always come to different results. So therefore, we have to, I mean, it's great for us because we can discuss Monday about the decisions on the weekend. Otherwise, we don't have any topics and saying, was everything the same?
Yeah.
Kind of boring. So this we have to just always be considerate about, because when you look back with Alex Ferguson, we said his mental games impact the decisions of the referee. Now the Man City players and Pep Guardiola are building around the referee, which obviously the new UEFA rule, when only the captain can approach the referee, will kind of neglect it. But for Arsenal, if you only have 4 passes in the second half in the opponent's half, while the opponent has 110 passes in your half, you can't win a game. Yeah, because when you substitute an offensive midfielder with a back 4 player, you don't want to win the game because obviously you put anger in the pants, you put nervousness and stress in your own half, and that shouldn't be. Arsenal should be strong enough, confident enough to bring on the game to Man City. They haven't done so, and that's why I'm fully fine with Man City scoring a late equalizer.
Well, I mean, you've been loved since this show started. I'm sure Arsenal fans would take it up. We'll have a word or two. So look out for the comment section. They would have a word or two with you on this one. You hardly get it wrong. And I'm not going to be here to argue that now. China, let me bring you on board. When the Super Eagles appointed Finidi George, you and I have the same position. It's not his job to take. He would not survive there. It's not a good job for him. But one good thing that have happened to him that has not happened to any other indigenous coaches that have left the Super Eagles job is that he quickly returned to a familiar territory and he went to coach Rivers United, and he's been working signs and wonders. So off the back of the Rivers United game this weekend, give us a wrap up of what happened in the Nigerian League. China, it's your turn. Let's leave Liverpool to rest for now. They are doing well. Nothing to talk about them.
Yes, first game of the week, match day. Finidi George took his Rivers United team to faraway Lotus Stars and won by 1 goal to nothing. Third match of the season, 1 home win, 1 away win, and 1 away draw. Not bad for a coach who just got into the job. But the shocking thing, not really shocking, but there are so many away wins. El Kanemi going to Lafia to beat Nasarawa United 4-3. I didn't expect it. That's one. Niger Tornadoes going to Jos to beat Plateau United 2-1. And that shocking away win. Then, of course, Kano Pillars losing at home 2-0 to Remo Stars. Yet another shocking win. Apart from the shocking wins away from home, you need to know that no home team won a game this weekend.
True.
No home team. All the other games ended goalless. Heartland 0, Katsina 0, Sunshine 0, Abia Warriors 0, and Kwara United 0, Ikorodu City 0. So no home team won a game this weekend. People say it's good for the Nigerian league. I don't know. Results are good. If you're of the opinion that we need more away wins in the league, then results are good, but it doesn't really matter. Let's have good refereeing decisions. Let's have good pitches. Let's have games on TV. Then we'll have good things to see with the eye. Whether it's the home team winning or not, it doesn't really matter to me. But 4 away wins, it's not the highest. We've had 5 away wins in one match day before, in one match weekend before. It's not the highest, but 4 in one match weekend is massive for a league that we believe the home team wins every game.
Maybe that because we still have a few games that are standing or a few games that have not been played. Maybe that's the reason. But let's flip the script a bit now. Our mutual friend, Imama Mapakabo, it was a relief for me when I saw him get a job because I do believe that Imama is an incredible coach. He's had one poor season last season, and started this season. First, he lost the game, and then at home, went to Uyo, drew that game that should have been a win for him. Now he's come back home and draw again. Do you think that, the Abia Warriors people will have the patience to let him groom his farm to the place where they are productive in terms of result? Or probably he should be looking at his back?
No, the last game, this past weekend, was actually a away draw at Sunshine Stars. At Sunshine Stars. Yeah, goalless at Sunshine Stars, which is not bad. So Imama has lost at home. He has drawn away and has drawn away. Not bad when you're at Abia Warriors. You can't be at Abia Warriors and you want to be ambitious to win the league. You want to just play the league. You want to probably finish. Yes, like it or not, that's what it is. So if you're an Abia Warriors, you want to say, how can I finish in the top half of the table? Can I manage to finish in top 4? But you can't be an Abia Warriors and want to win the league. No, you won't be true to yourself. It's like a Valencia wanting to win the Spanish league, or will I say a Tottenham Hotspur right now wanting to win the league.
Oh yeah, who died them?
It's not going to happen.
What's that? Stop it.
Imama will just steady the ship at Abia Warriors. That's what you expect him to do. And see how far up the table you can push them. I don't think he promised them a league title. I don't think they promised their fans a league title. It's not for Abia Warriors.
Let me come to you here. A club that you're trying to use to substitute Sporting Lagos got their first point in the league table this weekend. Ikorodu City didn't conquer, but they were not also vanquished against Kwara United. What's your take on that one, and maybe any other thing that you have to say about matches in the league?
Okay, so first of all, let's take a cue from where I stopped last time. I want to talk about Remo Stars. It's very amusing to know and find out that Remo Stars has equaled their tally of away wins from last season in just the first 3 game weeks of this season. They won 2 away games on the road last season, and this season so far, they've won 2 away games. Last season, they won Bayelsa United away, and they also won Enyimba. This season, they won Abia Warriors and Kano Pillars. But that's Remo Stars. Let me talk about Ikorodu City. I'm very, very passionate about private clubs because I feel private clubs is what it takes for us to grow the league. That is the NPFL. And Ikorodu City, they started in the right direction by getting a point at Kwara United. But Kwara United are not a very good side at home. Last season, their home versus the away record was not also very good as well. But still, them traveling all the way from Lagos to Ilorin and getting 1 point is still something to say. That's all I have on what you asked.
Now, beyond that, looking at Ikorodu, from what you've seen or what you've heard, do you think Ikorodu United can survive relegation? Because it's hard for the new team. Sorry, Ikorodu City. United. Sorry, not United. United is already disbanded. Ikorodu City. Owing to the fact that your team, Sporting Lagos, had the money, had the fans, the razzmatazz and everything, still didn't survive relegation. You think Ikorodu City have what it takes to stay? I really want them to stay, but I need your opinion.
No, I don't think they'll stay. And the reason why I said I don't think they'll stay is because I covered them during the Valley Jets Cup, which was the premier preseason tournament. And in the Valley Jets Cup, they couldn't even beat a Team B Remo Star side. And that's very, very laughable for a team that wants to stay up. Using the Sporting Lagos model, Sporting Lagos won this Remo Stars Team A 4-1 in Unicon Stadium, Unicon Waterfront Stadium. That's the Mobility Johnson Arena. So I don't think City will stay up. But then again, it's football, anything can happen. But my personal opinion is that 3 games played, or rather 2 games played, because they have an outstanding game that will be playing on Wednesday against Rangers International. I don't think City can survive. It will be a very, very tough ask.
Now, Bobby, we'll wrap up with you. I still got 2 more minutes on the show. I know you don't like this question that I'm going to throw at you right now, but Bobby, let's take away hatred and rivalry. I need you to talk to me about Liverpool. What is Arne Slot doing right that Manchester United can copy? Because this guy just came into a team that felt like they have reached the end of the road. If I ask China, it would be like he's gloating. But let me leave you to run this one through for me. What have they done right that they seem impregnable? Yes, I know they lost one game against Nottingham Forest, but to be very honest, what are the things that Man United can learn? Because it's been 3 years with Eric Ten Hag. Yes, you guys have won 2 cups, but I mean, this Liverpool is surprising me.
Okay, so what Liverpool are doing right?
Yes, sir.
Liverpool and his slot basically tweaked and his Jurgen Klopp system. Now they are more regimented, more patient, possession, and they take less risks. They're not as open as they used to be. They're more defensively solid, more of a compact defense. He makes use of the wings, and they also blister. They have once in a while they have sporadic blistering counter attacks. But there is still a flaw in the team.
What is the flaw
in the team? Is
the number 6?
Flaw in the team. Kind of. It's also like what we had last season. They are prone to shots. If you watch every game they play, they face a lot of shots. And on Saturday against Bournemouth, they faced 19 shots. The last time they faced 19 shots was in 2014 against Everton at Anfield. So they face shots, but the only thing that is, as I said before, is similar to the Ten Hag system, but he has better players who understand that system better. For United, don't forget, from where we were last season to where we are now, there's a lot of improvement. In fact, this last game against Crystal Palace was United's best game of the season. United now they play with a high line, they play with more intensity, more possession, they create more chances. Yes, we miss a lot of chances. We're number 1 for big chances missed. I agree.
That high line against City, you will concede 5. That high line against City, you will concede. You will shop
against before we face City. This United team will be in a far better place before we face City. Even before we face Arsenal in December, we'll be in a far better place. So don't worry. What Man U is a work in progress still. We are still a work in progress. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing. There's improvements.
I don't know if it is Wiki that awarded the contract of this work in progress, or if the governor of Delta State, Sheriff, or it's the new governor of Rivers State, but somebody actually awarded the contract. But the performance, the output of Man United is going from top to bottom to Balablu. Whether we will not go from Balablu to Dangote refined petroleum products, and then we'll start going up, I don't know. But having said that, thank you very much, everyone, for being on the show today. The new men on the show. I will try as much as I can to make Ois a regular on the show. Seems to have a good football brain, and everyone else. The other man have vanished. I wanted to link him up with China, but it's not available. So it's his luck. Thank you very much, our ancestor, China Acheru. God bless you, everyone. Bye-bye, and have a wonderful week ahead.
Bye.